So this bike was obtained with the luggage rack on the back, no brake rod, original seat pan, of course not the original seat or cover, high performance exhaust, the handlebars just had studs on them with some washers, lock washers and nuts. The fenders were in real bad shape. It had a kickstand on it from something other than a Z50 or CT70. No front brake cable. It's a Baja motor with the number 147 FMD 06G 02781. I've researched it and cannot find any identifiers as far as year of make or where it was made or who it was made by or the CC, but I was told that it was a Honda 70 clone and maybe made by Piranha. The frame was manufactured October 1969. Try that. Okay, it would probably be easier to tell you what was not done to this mini bike, but it was completely taken apart. The frame did have a couple cracks. That's been welded, was blasted, and then painted. The front forks were taken apart, cleaned, re-greased, painted, put back together. New ball bearings were put in the fork stem, upper and lower. New reflectors on the fork. New inner tubes in the tires. And also I was able to put a Kevlar rim strip around the rim so the inner tube would not press into the seam of the two halves of the rim. New fork rubbers, new tightening knobs on the handlebars, new grips on the handlebar, new kickstand and footrest, new shift lever, new rear drivetrain, new rear axle adjusters, new rear fender, new front fender, a new seat. The gas tank was lined and repainted, new tank badges, new air cleaner on the motor, of course a new fuel line, new fuel filter. And we don't know exactly, but we think that the motor is a Honda clone, 70 cc. Of course, this motor doesn't have a lighting coil, so where the tail light bracket should be, I made a piece of metal, bent it from the frame to the fender, and just used it as a fender support. someone had welded studs to the handlebars and then just had nuts and washers and lock washers on this side. So what I did was took it apart and just got some star knobs from the hardware store and fit a 5/16 nut in there and ran a die over the studs that were welded to the handlebars, and works real nice. I'm no expert at painting, but I did tape off the gas tank and spray it 2 colors, and was baking it, and there must have been something under the existing paint or putty that was on the tank and kind of discolored it and blistered it and bubbled it. But maybe someday the tank will be redone, but for right now it's okay. Although every part of this bike was taken apart and cleaned and paid attention to, I didn't really want to do a ground up restoration. Just kind of wanted to do a rebuild and replace parts and do an inexpensive remodel. The engine was never touched, never needed to be. I just changed the oil in it and it runs fine. It is for sale. Contact me if you'd like to purchase it.